Rank 1 versus Rank 2. Brit versus Brit. Let's go, baby. Now, we got Juliank in the south of the map in red. He is currently rank 1 right now. He's on about 2,360 elo at the time of this recording. He's going up against Phoenix, who is rank number 2, and he's about 2,340 elo. So it doesn't get like these. This is like some of the highest elos like against one another that we have ever seen right now. These guys play each other all the time. They've played each other a lot recently, and they keep winning. There's lots of back and forth between these two. Phoenix predominantly plays Brits. Julian, of course, plays lots of different civilizations. But this is on the ranked ladder right now. So this is 4 elo. And Julian went through a phase of only playing Ethiopia and doing incredibly well, especially against Brits, because it felt like Ethiopia has quite a good matchup versus Brits. Maybe that was why Juliank was playing them. But here, he's playing it safe, and he's playing as Brits himself. What's a really good way to counter your opponent? To play the same civ as them and just to outplay them. However, Phoenix is a very, very good player. Obviously, he's ranked number 2, 2,340 elo. It is insane stuff right now. These guys are 300 elo above me. 200 elo above my best. Now, that says it all. I consider myself a pretty good player. But these guys are just in another league of their own. So let's see who's going to win this time. Let's see who is going to take it this time. Brit mirrors can be quite... Sometimes they can be quite boring, but sometimes they can be really quite tense. There's always fights going on. It's always Age 2 battles. No GMT nonsense here. And it's all about musketeer raids, hussar raids. We've got a little bit of water play going on right now as well. So it's all to play for. Julian picking up some XP here, 40 XP. Maybe a tomahawk here for... I'm going to fuck you up. Not like I'm going to fuck your mum up. Way-oh! That's what she said. Who's she? Your mum. Hey! Okay, let's go have a look at the decks. Phoenix has picked a water deck, of course. Interestingly, he has 20 longbows in his deck. Pretty standard, but does have the 2 cavalries and 1 frigate, of course. Does have the Glorious Revolution. So, yeah, pretty standard things all around. Let's go have a look at Big Juliank. Both these guys aging up at basically the same time here. 18 vils for Julian. Phoenix only on 17, though. So, I'm not sure what the difference is there. Maybe hunting dogs, one has got one hasn't, or maybe just a good wood treasure. But currently, Julian is aging up with a villager extra. Now, that is massive. That is absolutely huge. Julian's deck... 1v1. He doesn't have any water cards, though. Oh, Julian, you're breaking my heart. Julian. Guys, I always say this about picking a water deck on a water map. Even the best players in the game don't do it. Maybe there's a reason behind it, but I highly doubt it. I think he's just being lazy. And he wants all of the Age 1 cards. Maybe he wants these upgrades rather than 2 cavalries. But Phoenix is known to go to the water, so that does feel like a dangerous game to me. Tomahawk did get in the possession of Phoenix, and you can see here, he's microing this villager, this poor... Oh, god damn, girl. Tomahawk right to the ass. Oh, my goodness me. Those tomahawks. Where are you aiming, good sir? There's already a hole there. You don't need to give it another one. Kaya. You damn dirty pervert. Look at him with that menacingly pervert walk. Yeah. How would you like a tomahawk up the ass? He's not even wielding a tomahawk. It looks like he's holding hammers right now. They look like hammers. Yet when he throws them, they're a tomahawk. Okay. Right. Do we see anything going on at the front? Yes, we do. Outposts going almost in identical positions here in consideration. Julian maybe a little bit more aggressive with his. Probably not, actually. It's almost identical. Dead in the center of the map, right next to the Carib settlement. 700 wood coming in for Julian. 700 wood coming in for Phoenix. They're aging up at the exact same time. Their outposts go up at the same time. Their first shipment comes in at the same time. These guys know how it's done. They wouldn't be rank 1 and rank 2 if it wasn't. Phoenix picking up 100 coin. That's really nice. Containers of chocolate. Worth 100 coin. Chocolate definitely worth a lot of money back in those days. Okay, Mana's going down. Herds being sent towards the TC. Look at all these herds. 3 herds. 4 herds here for Juliank right behind his TC. Very nice. But likewise, Phoenix has a few nice herds here himself. Okay, so Phoenix going for 600 wood now. And he's going for 2 barracks. So what's Juliank doing? He's going for barracks as well. So it's interesting how they're basically putting their barracks down. I don't know. This is interesting. You've seen Brit Mirrors played so different over the years. So a lot of people like to start with longbows and go raiding with them. Julian is putting 5 musketeers on this guard stance and actually picks up a villager there. Fantastic. Even just kieing it with 1 brilliantly, just so he doesn't waste any time whatsoever. He could come out here and find another villager, but picking up 1 villager at the start is so good. Tomahawk gets taken down. Almost killed a villager, though, that Tomahawk. 10 longbows coming in for Phoenix. And look at this. The hero, Sir Cunningham, being very cunning. He sees a villager and he dives his musketeers in towards it. I don't know if the musketeers are going to get there. You can see Phoenix doing some ball tricking. He's trying to escape the wrath of the snare from Sir Cunningham. But he runs away, loses 2 musketeers, but he's going to be fine with that. He did pick up that early villager. He's forced longbows to play defensive. And now he's raiding around the other sides of the map. So Julian being the aggressor here, running around the map, finding villagers. But likewise, Phoenix sending a couple of longbows here to kill this villager. Is he going to be able to kill it?
Commandment.
Oh, that is oh, now he's trying to shoot the settler down with the explorer. Is the explorer going to be able to do it? It is. How often do you see an explorer kill a villager? Hi, that was hilarious. Now he's chasing down that 1 vill. More longbows coming in. Don't want to get caught by the outpost, though. Going to lose a longbow to the outpost there. Musketeers coming in here. Going to get snared by the explorer. Just run 1 longbow around the map. It's going to be super annoying. He runs 1 musketeer to go catch him. 43 vills. Already 43 vills for Phoenix. And only 36 for Julian. What on earth? How did he get so many more villagers all of a sudden? So Julian has sent in 700 coin. Phoenix went for 4 villagers instead. So that's where the big disparity is. But there's still more than 4 villager difference. Phoenix, 45 villagers. But Hussars are out now. Hussars are out. Julian on 37. He's like 8 villagers down somehow. And Phoenix didn't raid that many villagers. He killed 1 villager, but likewise, Julian's killed 1 villager as well. A single longbowman. Getting caught by the explorer. Great stuff. Oh, but this villager, he wanted to come back for this villager, and he does, and he kills that villager. Oh, great stuff there by Phoenix. Very, very well played there. Okay, a second barracks now going down for Julian. So Julian vied for the barracks and stable. Phoenix desperately wants that outpost down, but Julian's not going to let it go that easily. Julian on 37 villagers. Phoenix gone for the double rack, so we've got a disparity here. 1 has gone for Hussars, 1 has gone for the double rack. Fighting under this outpost. Both of them fighting under the outpost. 5 more Hussars coming in. And that's where that 700 gold tempo comes from. You might have more villagers, but I have 700 gold that's going to produce these Hussars. Hussars get that snare. It allows all the musketeers to catch up to them and do all the damage. And now that gives a really good situational advantage for Julian. Julian may be able to take down his outpost now, and I don't know if Phoenix is going to be able to do much about it. Phoenix is still up in score, though. That is one thing to note. Hussars going to start running around the base now. That's where the Hussars become really dangerous right now. That is where Hussars become super dangerous. It's going to be very difficult to catch them. Phoenix already preemptively finding Hussars and sending musketeers that way. It's going to kill one of them. Two of them. But does lose an outpost for it. Phoenix shipping in 6 longbows. Now he's on 51 vils. Julian only on 39 vils. But he shipped his 6 longbows, which are right here as well. But he has the tempo. Interesting. He's like 10 vils down. But he has the tempo advantage right now. He has Hussars running around the map. Look, 2 Hussars over here now. 2 Hussars over here. And villagers, there's no good having more villagers.
Come on, yes.
If they can't actually gather. And now Phoenix looking like he's in a really bad position right now. Julian has all the tempo, triple barracks here though. For Phoenix, more Hussars around the back. Minutemen being called here. Is that going to be the difference? Julian shipping the Scots Guard. Yes, he is. The Minutemen are going to be the difference he needed. Finally going to run out of tempo. But look at this. Hussars running around the map here. Could find a gold mine of villagers over there. And these musketeers going to try and chase down a villager, but not get anywhere. I'm trying to keep track of everything. Longbows coming in, cleaning up the Minutemen. Look at all these villagers up here. Does Julian see it? He sees all the villagers there. At least he's going to know where a big chunk of the villagers are. And look at this. Hussars, more of them coming in. And there's lots of longbow. Gobble, gobble, gobble with the Hussars. The scores are still close. Phoenix still up in score, though, even after losing all these villagers. And when all is said and done, look at this. Still, this is chaotic. Villagers going down over here. A couple of Hussars over here as well still. He's chasing that villager, but yeah, no, he could have got it. But all of the play is happening from Julian K's side. He knows he didn't ship the 4 villagers as early. I don't think he has 4 villagers in his deck. No, he does, but he hasn't shipped them yet. He knows that he'll be down in villager count, so he has to make the play happen. That's why he went for the 700 coin. Oh, there's a villager up here for grabs. Julian K is going to micro towards it. There you go. One more shot, and it's going to go down. Nice. Another villager down. Hussars raiding over here as well. That's a poor dead villager on the floor, face down in the dirt. R.I.P. female villager. You know I love my female villagers. Julian on 46, 47 villagers. The cav upgrade is coming for HP. They now have 368 HP. 45 for Phoenix. So Julian, after all of that, is actually up in villagers now. Fantastic play by him. He made the play he needed to play to get himself back into this game. Just look at the scores. Look at the scores. They're so tight. And more raiding here from Julian. It is literally whoever can out-APM your opponent. And Julian is showing us why going Hussars is so strong in this mirror match. Finding so many villagers everywhere. He's raiding everywhere on the map. So busy, so much APM. That's what real-time strategy is all about. This is super real-time for Julian. But the scores, there's only 49 score in it. Julian was up 49 score. So little difference right now. The outpost goes down for Julian. Julian didn't repair that outpost. Bit of a mistake there, but look at this. Hussars blocking the musketeers with longbows, just raining hellfire down. Will blot out the sun. 300, great film. If you haven't watched it, you're a goddamn loser. You want to be a real man, go and watch 300. Our arrows will blot out the sun. Then we'll fight in the shade. Yeah, you have to see it to get it. All right, so look at the scores again. There's barely anything in it. And Phoenix is actually going for triple racks right now. He's down to 44 villagers. He's now resorting to going for a dock. Now, this is where it could get dangerous for Julian. This is where it could get dangerous for Julian. He doesn't have any water cards in his deck. And now that the dock is here, he's going to need to do something against that. Julian, though, 7 vills up in front. Oh, he does see the dock, though. So Julian sees the dock. but he doesn't make one himself to put anything down to try and deter against it or any outposts. And 2 caravels actually coming in for Phoenix. That's a big brain move by him, securing the water there.
Yes.
Hussars again, once again going raiding, but I see a big blue blob splurging out onto the map. Phoenix knows he needs to make something happen here, and that's a serious amount of units. 30 units for Julian, 45 musketeers here though for Phoenix. Phoenix gonna win this fight. A villager pool coming in here. They do have their great coats, and they're gonna tank a lot of damage. Minutemen time for Julian. He's desperate. 10 musketeers coming in there to help out the villagers as well. Tanking so much HP. Lost a lot of villagers there, but he's able to hold on. And look at this. Musketeers trying to defend against these Hussar raids. Once again, Julian raiding the entire time. Phoenix on 49 villagers to Julian's 48. So actually, after that attack, Phoenix is finally up again in villagers, but it might change once again because the Hussar raids from Julian are just unhinged. So unhinged. Phoenix decides to call it. There's a little fight going on here, but he can't take that. He did have the water. Phoenix could have probably kept on playing here. He did have the water advantage. He's on 47 villagers. Julian's on 48. There's literally 1 villager difference in it. That is kind of crazy, but Phoenix decides to call it. He's only down 700 score, but he's about to lose these musketeers. These Hussars are being super annoying. I think he just could not handle any more raids. No more alerts on the mini-map from Julian, just constantly harassing. Now that right there, my friend, is a 2,300 elo game. Constantly raiding everywhere on the map. Just insane amounts of skill there by Julian, and deserved that game undoubtedly. Look at this. Phoenix was on 52 at one point. He was 12 villagers up at one point, but Julian, with the Hussar raiding, just bought it back. All resources very, very, very close, but Julian actually ahead, even though Phoenix had more villagers. So look at the idle villager count. Wow, and look at that. Insane. And that was because of all the Hussar raiding, forcing villagers inside the TC, running around the map, not gathering. And that was the power of that 700 coin. Julian went for 700 coin to produce all of those units, produce all of those Hussars, whilst Phoenix went for 4 villagers instead. Great to see 2 different builds there. Both these guys, 2,300 elo, rank 1 and rank 2. And this time, rank 1 takes it. Fantastic game. GG's to both. And I'll catch you in the next game. Peace.